Beautiful beings of the universe, welcome to now. What I wanted to talk in this video, and the whole point was there's no goal, there's no aim to life. Because life is just sheer joy in itself. The existence itself is beautiful. And we need not give and make ourselves feel we just need not keep ourselves busy all the time because you said that I should have set this goal for myself. Because whatever you like, you see, what is a goal? A goal is actually something that you want to do. So you really do not have to tag it as a goal. Goal comes into play when you are dealing with the external world and they operate in terms of institutions and too many rigid entities. Like for example, then you go to an institution and then you sign up for a 4-year course. But that should not be a goal, because truly if what you're doing is you're going to learn something that you love, then that should not be called as a goal. Because the moment you call it as a goal, it comes with its own fears that, oh, now I have a goal, but what if I don't meet this? I'm going to be so scared. I'm going to fall flat in my own eyes. How would I show face to myself? So this all is way more than just goal setting and trying to prove who you are. Because what if you failed? And mind just always wants to win. You see, your mind, it never tells you that it's okay to fail. It's okay to go slow. First of all, mind wants everything done now without having to do any work. That is a false sense of perception. That is a totally false sense of expecting things to come your way at the timeline that you want. You want everything now. But that's not how things work. And sometimes things might just work out very easily. Other times it might take too long. There's no rule. You cannot define life. Life is wild. Life is crazy. Life is like flowing river. You cannot define any rule for life. That if this worked for me last time, same thing is going to work for me this time. There's no rule to it. Life just keeps on going. She's free. She has no rules. She just does what she wants. So for you to expect this is how it should be, and I want to turn the you want to turn the flow of the river, that's not going to happen. You must learn to flow with the river. The river is not going to turn for you. Why? Because life is far more greater than only you existing. Of course, your existence is also very essential. If your existence was not important, you would not have been born. And Nisargadatta Maharaj says in his book I'm that you could have been born from another mother, from another father, but you could not have been born without the first thing, without your desire to be being born in this lifetime. So if you say that life has no meaning and I don't know why am I existing, all those existential questions, which of course, if you are sane and sensible, you would have. Only a dumb person keeps on living life like a robot, which 99% of the people do. They think, let me just keep myself busy with family, let me just keep myself busy with work, so that the true demons of the real question never comes and attacks me. So they just keep themselves busy in a facade, in a mask that the society makes them wear, that look, you should not be asking the real questions because we don't know, we never got an answer. So everybody has like a set of rules. Everybody does exactly how everyone else is doing because there's the fear of the unknown. Because there's this fear now, if I make my own path, if I walk this path alone and I want to explore, I'm an explorer. I just want to explore and want to truly see things for what they are. I would not believe others' words. And I would also not believe others' ways of living because to me it looks very boring and it's very dull and it has no passion, there's no joy, there's no creativity. I see most of the people like that dead. Just zombies moving in their vehicles, zombies in the traffic, zombies on the street. That's no joyful living. That there's no joy in it. There's no taste to it. It's like you're just eating a cold noodle which has no taste. But when you eat a nice Singaporean fried noodle, nice Chinese fried rice with all the sauces fried awesomely tasty, wow, feel the taste now. Now you enjoy that awesome tasty meal. Same thing is like that with life too, and maybe it's the moments of hardships that tends to make people think that probably there's no hope. And yeah, life does that because she's very wild. She brings you to your knees. She keeps you confused many times. Like you don't know what you want. And then you listen to these masters, all these sages and saints, and they say, they promise you that there is God. So you go about listening and doing things how they say, but you have truly not met the Creator. Maybe it's too early. Maybe the journey is too long, and you want to arrive before having completed the journey. And this is our problem with everything. This problem of duality is with everything, every damn thing. You cannot sit with yourself all alone in a closed room for too long. And then when you go out and you see the chaos outside and you think I was better off in my room. So you go out and then you come back. And then you again go out into the world and then again you come back. So much like your own self. Even in your inner ways of how your mind works, you see that inside of your own self, you deep inside, there's no you. And it is peaceful when you are faced with your thought demons. The world outside is your thoughts. So the thoughts in your head are like just coming like wild demons. They are just coming in huge waves. And they just want to get your attention. And your heart, which is your heart center, your heart is pure. Your heart is beauty. Your heart wants just love in the entire world. Your heart wants cooperation. Your heart wants coexistence. But your mind says no. Your mind says stay away. People are unsafe. People are scary. People are weird. And then life also gives you situations like that, like they are animals, right? They're too wild. They are so selfish. They only think for themselves. And this is true. Everybody thinks for themselves. A lot of people are jealous of you. A lot of people hate on you just because you are yourself. They are scared of your power. Even though materially you might have far less than them. But you knew for yourself, for sure, a 100%, that it was never that you do not gain confidence by acquiring and hoarding material goods. Your confidence comes from knowing who you are, from being honest with yourself, being truthful with who you think you are, what you can and what you cannot do. That is the true source of power. That is the true source of courage. It's not the other way. How people think they go with a bloated up chest, like so, as if I'm a King Kong because I have this much money, I have this much. So what? What are you bragging about? What are you showing off about? If you enjoy it, it's good for you. And that's a nice thing. Whatever you have, you should enjoy. That is a joyful mindset. And I'm sure people enjoy the good things that they have. Just that we are not all the time thinking about the nice things that we have, but more we are thinking on things I have not done, things we are too critical on ourselves. We keep on being scared about, oh, I did not do this and I've got so much things left to be done. And if you agree to this notion that you are not just born for this lifetime and that you have had a lot of lifetimes before you lived this lifetime, and once you die and then you will move on to next lifetimes, then your urgency of time seems to fade. And even if you have got just this one lifetime, let's say even if you rule out this idea of reincarnation, but they say it's true, a lot of people have had their past life experiences. A lot of people have had their stories, and internet is filled with such stories wherein people have recalled their past lives and went back to those places and found their family, who were they in the past life and how they had died and been born to this life. But I'm saying, even if you rule out this idea of reincarnation and you just see that, okay, I just have this life because I cannot recollect my past lives. And even if I could recollect my past life, that would just be another story. There's no derivation from there. Or maybe you can derive certain things like, oh, you did that in your past life, and so maybe the cause and effect karma. So the good things that you face is because of the good things that you did, and the bad circumstances, situations you face is because of the bad things you did in your past life. But even if we say that we have just got this one lifetime, then we say that why do you have to crunch yourself according to time? And that means just constantly keeping on working like a machine. So then your life is no different than a machine's life. So, in a way, I'm very happy that AI has come, that all our mechanical work, all our boring, mundane work would be taken over by machines, so that we do not have to live like a machine. A machine does a job that a human can do in a far more efficient way, in a far more faster way. Now, you as a human, you're left with a lot of time. And what will you do with this time? You want to explore your consciousness. You want to explore your own sides of your own self, wherein you get to imagine a situation wherein you can just create whatever you want. Like AI is enabling that, right? Whatever video you want, you can just type few text and then AI generates nice videos. So, where is your creativity? What about your creativity? Everything can be done by AI. Any music that you want, you can just type in few words, certain keywords, and then AI will generate that music. But now here's the thing: if you truly love music, you are someone like me who truly loves music, and I'm not concerned so much about putting it out there. I want to just enjoy it now, right now, whether I record it or whether I don't record it. I record it sometimes because I think if it gives me joy, probably it might be of some joy to somebody out there who watches it. But my intention is when I'm playing music, I enjoy in that moment. So even though AI can generate any sort of music and internet is filled with insane amount of infinite number of music that has been created, still there's something in you that says I want to create. There's something in you that says I just want to feel it. As long as you enjoy whatever you are doing, it's worth it. And it does not matter what, like if you are too much judgmental about quality, that, oh, I'm not sounding like them, I'm not sounding perfect, you're never even going to play the music that you want to play. because all these are not your true voices. All these are external voices which is saying this is not how it should be. Or many times it's your own perception. Like you look at videos on the internet and you look at their video quality, which is so fabulous. You look at their sound quality, which is so fabulous, and they have got like 4 million views on one concert that they did. And you think, wow, this is phenomenal. This is awesome. And of course, there's a lot of intelligence and a lot of dedication and hard work and discipline that has gone in, but all that is painful. And if you only keep on waiting that one day I will be there, and then you cannot enjoy in the now. So what about now? Why should I sacrifice my now for a future which may or may not happen exactly the way how I want it? So my entire, I would not say goal. I don't want to tag it as a word goal, because there is no goal to life. Osho has also talked about this. There is no goal to life. But people are so terrified of facing themselves, of being so scared by this idea that you are so free, that they rather want to keep themselves tied to a certain goal, so that they do not so that they cannot be free. The moment you set a goal for yourself, you are chained. You cannot be free with a goal. And life is freedom. She's breeze. Don't care about who's liking your work or who's not liking your work, or people make fun of you of what you do and how you think and why you're so different. Let them do. Who cares? Literally, who cares? Just be yourself. Do things that you want to do, and just free yourself. Just free it. Because don't put a lot of burden on yourself. This is my goal, 10-year goal. This is my goal, 5-year goal. Just enjoy now. You trying to understand life is not going to give you any solution. First of all, not too many people even have these deeper questions that I want to understand what's going on. I want to understand like how life works, why my mind is behaving like this, why why do I feel the way I do? And notice this, you have these questions while you're also feeling good, because then the mind says, but how long am I going to be in this state of bliss? Like yesterday when I was making these art, so I just got these, I wrote these Radha, just made some art, and I drew Hanumanji. So I was just thinking, I'm enjoying right now while I'm doing my art, but what about future? So once this is over, what will I do then? So mind is like a servant which just wants to keep taking orders from you. I'll do this now. What about next? I'll enjoy this. I'll eat this lunch now. What about dinner? Right now, when you are eating your lunch, enjoy your lunch. Enjoy your nice, tasty fried rice. Don't think about what am I going to get in the dinner. When the night happens, when the night falls, you will make something. Right now, enjoy this moment right now. Take the juice of life. Be absolutely drowned in it. because because it's worth it. It's beauty, it's bliss, it's joy. Satchit Ananda. It's like the flame, the beautiful flame of the candle. It's completely burning in the now. It is not waiting to be burnt somewhere in the future. The flame is burning now. And when its time is over, it will fade. So is like our life. Don't plan. Planning is a wastage of your happiness. Don't murder your own happiness with your own hands just because they are telling you to do. Just because you see the threats in the world. Another thing, let go of all of your defense. Don't think that I would not go alone, I would not do this alone, and because it's a scary thing. And what if I'm being attacked? Let go. Just drop all of your defense. Be free. The problem with too much defense and keeping yourself too much secure is you're going to land yourself into a self-made jail, self-made walls. Now you cannot speak to to your sort of people. I'm not saying go and just barge into people. But yeah, if somebody comes in and talks, you are free. You do not just reject it because you are scared. You might reject talking to someone because they are because because you might be thinking that probably this is not, you just wanted to stay in your silence. Basically, it's not about them. You might just want to be in your silence. It's not that you are trying to avoid a conversation because you think you are high and the world is low. No, you just want to dwell in your own silence. You want to stay in your zero. You want to stay in your shunyata. Just want, basically, you want nothing. That's what I've come to realize. You want nothing. But when something is taken away from you, that's when you want the opposite of it. So let's say you have two hands and you're not truly conscious that you have two hands, that you have got two awesome hands that works for you. You're not truly conscious that you have got two eyes that sees this world for you until you go blind, until old age comes and your eyes vision starts to fall. You do not appreciate these things. Nobody's ever even conscious that, wow, the fact that I wake up and I open my eyes and I see this beautiful world, this is a gift. We are not so much conscious of our own body, first of all. We are so much bent on our mind. We are always thinking something or the other. We are very less in our own bodies. Our mind is somewhere else. We are either in the past, we are thinking about some memory from childhood or some memory from your younger years, 10 years from now, or you are thinking about the future. Oh, what will happen then? Am I doing it right? And about the present, you have all these questions and doubts. Am I doing it right being here, or should I move to some other place? Should I go there? Should I do this job, or should I do that job? Should I work, or should I not work? Should I take on a materialist path, or should I take on a spiritual path? Should I live my life in 100% truth, though that might mean my death? Or should I make find a hybrid model of truth and lie in which at workplace you are saying yes, I know this skill, and then you maybe you do not know, but to get that job you said yes. So now you're on the job and you learn it on the job and you can deliver. But before that you didn't know. So there is an aspect of lie to that. So you just wonder what is right. And the funny thing is there's nobody who's going to tell you what is right. Nobody can tell you what works for you. In fact, even you don't know what works for you unless you have done it. It's like putting your finger in the fire. You don't know if it will actually burn. To a person who has never known of fire, who has never seen fire, first time they have ever seen, so they do not know that if they put their body into fire, it will burn. They put their finger into fire, it will burn. They feel the heat, they take their finger out. So that is your life. All of the decisions that you make, all of the decisions. Should I marry or should I not marry? Should I have kids or should I not have kids? Should I be a saint or should I be a materialist? Should I live here or should I go to the mountains? All of the decisions of your life, even be it about your finances or how you work, You do not know the outcome of any of those. You think that this seems right, but actually when you are in that moment, when you have walked that walk, that's when you know if it actually worked for you or it did not. You cannot lie to yourself. In fact, you cannot lie to anyone else. The funny thing is, people go on blabbering lies to each other, thinking that the other person is not aware of the fact that you are lying. Everybody is 100% aware of everyone's thoughts. Do you read this? Do you dig this? How deep it is? People go on pretending that by words they are going to confuse others by showing who they are not. That's not true. Even if you're silent, you are still reading the environment outside. You're aware of a lot of aspects of others if you put your attention on them. But people go on lying to each other, thinking that they have been successful in tricking someone else. This is not true. The person might nod their head, but they know very well what you're saying is bullshit. They know very well what you're saying is a lie. They know very well that you're trying to say something who you're not. But they just do not want to tell it to you on your face. But they are very much aware. So stop pretending who you're not, first of all, because it's useless and nobody enjoys that. Rather, if you are yourself, at least then you know who your people are and who are your not your people. To attract authentic people in your life, to attract the right set of people who are actually your vibrational match, you should stop hiding first of all. You should stop wearing the mask who you are not. But you have been wearing this mask for way too long because it just feels safe. But no, that's not safety. That's suffocating. Have you ever seen why people can go on talking on useless conversations with something that doesn't mean to them for too long, but when they see someone authentic, they just run? It's as if your presence just literally scares them. Because then that in turn intrigues something in them that I'm not living my life in my whole truth. I'm not living my life in whole of authenticity. And you are like an alarm to them. So that's why they no wonder when they see you they get triggered. You trigger a lot of demons in them. That's why you get a lot of haters. They go on speaking evil about you. They hate you for your authenticity, for your truth, for you not giving up. That's why nobody likes you because they see who you are and they get intimidated by that. So let it be. You should not just play small and you should not you should not first of all change who you are. You're just awesome the way you are. Just be yourself. Whatever life has to bring, she will bring it for you. And that is the surrender. You're not getting mad, hankering after, oh, I've made this plan. I need to work it out. I need to chase it. Chase it. Get mad after money, house, and land, only to feel miserable in the journey and after the journey's arrived. Don't just go by their standards. Do what you like. And then you might say, oh, but I don't know what I like. Well, then start with what you don't like. That you have ample examples, what you don't like. You don't like this work, you don't like these set of people, you don't like their energy, you don't like a lot of things. Start from there. Go on the opposite direction and find out what is that you love. In fact, the best way to find out what you love is go back to your childhood. Because as a child, you are more You are very innocent and you are not pretending that this is what I want. As a child, you seem to have a lot of fanciful ideas because then you are honest. You are not so much conditioned by the world. Of course, a child is constantly under threat from the family. Don't think a child's life is very easy just because they are a grown adult now. A child's life is very difficult. They are constantly under control of their parents. And no wonder each child wants to grow up. They do not want to be controlled. Every child just wants to grow up so that they can have the freedom to be themselves. Now, from childhood, when you go into the adult world and you see the challenges of being an adult, you might think now it as a fancy idea that, oh, my childhood was safe and secure. It was not. You could have been beaten up anytime. You could have been, you were enjoying playing as a 5 year old, 6 year old in the mud, in the rain. And your mother she might have just come and spanked you and taken you home. Being a child is not easy. See, the truth thing about the child is when they get the pain, when they are beaten or they are denied what they want, they cry their heart out. And there's a lot of power in that. That's why the parents are scared of the child too, because the child is very honest. What they do not like, they are just very, they will tell it on your face. They are very honest about it. And then the parents say, no, no, you cannot talk to your father like that. You cannot talk to your mother like that. But a child is innocent. What they do not like, how can they say, I like it? I don't like it. Now, the same is the case with an honest adult person. They do not believe in manipulating and pretending just to get something what they want. Well, know this, everybody is casting their existence spell on others. Everybody does that in some way, form, or the other. The words that you use, the energy vampires that you see outside, what do you think? What are they doing? They're not just around you without a reason. They're around you because they suck your energy. These energy vampires, males and females in this world, what are they doing? They are doing all this. They are throwing their negative energies at you. They are trying to mock at you because they derive their energy. So you are the source of energy because they are not connected to the source. And understand this, you as a high vibrational, genuine, authentic person, you get your authenticity and strength from being connected to the source. And it's not that being with the source energy means you are always happy. It also means that you are in most terrible phases of moods. It also means that you are completely facing your shadow. This feels like dying, which an energy vampire, a fake person, does not have that courage. They do not have the courage to face that pain, to face that neglect, to face the darker areas within your own self. So they are completely running away from that. All they do is never look at your own dark side, but they just keep on projecting on others. You are wrong. That is false. This is not right. So they have turned into critique just to avoid their complete shadow work. And this is the mindset. And they think they how it's just funny. How can somebody like that think they're intelligent? They're just complete fools. Because your true treasure of your intelligence lies in your shadow. And if all your life all you do is running away from that, you're going to get nowhere. You would just be born and live and die. You just keep on repeating this circle mindlessly. It's a mindless game. It is a mindless game. If you have to cook some nice food and then you enjoy that, you enjoy it one day and then second day. But you of course you need food, so you keep on eating. But but if this is all you have to do, and you know this is all you have to do your whole lifetimes, the set of work that you have to do, and all this just feels so mechanical. All of this is so much robotic. Our life is so much like machines. Don't you want to experience something new? Something which is absolutely fresh, something which you have never done before. Trying out different restaurants, going to different places, it's all already done too many times. It's like chewing the chewed. You have already enjoyed all of that, and now you think that maybe I enjoyed this in the past. So now if I redo that, maybe that is going to give me a sense of joy. And you go all the way and you put all the effort, time, and money, only to find out that this is okay. It still does not fulfill me. I need something else. You need something else. No matter how far you make it, no matter how successful you get, no matter how awesome relationships you have, you still feel there's something that is not fulfilled. And I'm talking to someone who's who's thoughtful enough to have these thoughts. I'm not talking to a zombie. Most of the people don't have these questions. And if they don't, well, they just don't. It's not my problem to go and force them to think. I'm just concerned with myself for now. And this is the thing, if you are not concerned with yourself, if all your life you are concerned with others, how they are thinking, how they are feeling, that's so useless. That's so utterly useless. So why should I have all of the answers? Because I don't have a lot of answers, but I do have some questions and I have some answers. And whatever questions I have, whatever answers I have, and if I feel like sharing it, I speak about it. Just because I have this energy in me that wants to express, and I have no one else to speak this to. So I speak all this on YouTube, where at least somehow I have somehow I found my tribe, I can say. But it's also because I'm also aware of this thing that people who are agreeing to you now, they can very well not agree to you. So even if you think in terms of people who are actually getting your point, they may or may not get at certain point. And I also want to be free of this idea that my idea should be accepted by someone. I'm so free, I do not even care about that. I'm absolutely free, and I'm absolutely in the now. I don't care about nothing, whatever they've got to think about me, whatever they agree or they do not agree. None of that thing matters because truly nothing matters. But then being and existing is beauty. There's joy in it. And the joy does not come from doing and making things happen. The joy just comes from being. Being is like the root, and doing is like the branch. You cannot just go to the branch, the doing, the work, without coming to the being. So you should start from the root. I watched a very awesome video of Osho, and he talks about the battle between the mind and the heart. Oh my God, what a lovely conversation! You guys should watch that. And he says about how the heart is the real king and the mind is the servant. Mind is supposed to take orders from the heart, and that's why every person who is alive, every person's heart is beautiful. Every human's heart wants to have affection, to have compassion, to have beautiful things made in the world, to make this world beautiful, safe, and loving. But what the mind does is it says all the opposite. Mind wants division, mind wants control, mind wants to keep you in fear. And the heart is always quiet. The heart always knows that the heart is the king. So the heart never says a word, but the mind keeps on. And you see, all these people in the world who have great power and control, they're all mind driven people because they cannot come to their heart center. Coming to heart center means unity consciousness. Now you're not operating like a rat race. You're operating from higher dimension. You see the you just see the plain mechanical movement of day-to-day life, which is so boring. But you keep on doing because you are scared that if I don't do, my whole structure of lives would fall down. As if it's not going to fall because you are walking that lie. It has an expiry date. It will fall soon, sooner than you think. Don't think that by being ignorant and keeping your eyes closed and not asking the right questions, the deeper questions of life, life is not going to throw a bomb on your face. She will. She will do that. And you have got nowhere to go. And you have got no one to depend on. You're absolutely by yourself. So don't pretend like I have this person who takes care of me. I have this person who I can go to. No, you are completely on your own. And something inside of you knows this thing very deeply. Your pretense is only an act of fear. You keep on pretending that someone will take care of me, someone is there who is going to help me. But you know the truth. You have already lived a compromised life. And you are so willing to do that ahead as well because you are terrified of choosing freedom, because you're so terrified of letting go. as if as if you do not let go, things would not be snatched from you. Where have you come across these assumptions from? The only thing that is constant is change. Everything is bound to change. Everything. You cannot expect that same thing how it started to continue the same way and remain forever. And if I say that, then you should turn to God. And God, what is God? Then we say it's the higher self in us, which tells you should be nice and do good and live in live in harmony. Then do that and find out that even that's not easy. And then if you are scared of being good and then you turn to the evil side and say, okay, maybe I can play it safe here, that's not safe too. Whichever side you're in, you're constantly under this awareness of unknown, whether you're on the light side or you're on the dark side. Both the parties feel the same. And the answer is, I do not know. Truly, nobody knows. And it needs a lot of courage to say, I don't know. And people are so coward, they rather pretend their whole life, like, I know, I know this. Yeah, yeah, I know. What do you know? You know nothing. You're just being lived. This life is not yours, you're being lived. Why do I say that you are being lived? Is because you do not know how your thoughts are coming into your brain. You do not know at 7 o'clock today in the evening what thought will come to you. If you say, I know, then you should have every single thing known. But then you might say, no, but wait a minute, if I think I do not have the power of thinking, then I do have the power of thinking. I think that I should be able to lift my finger up, and I lift my finger. See, I have this, I have this much willpower in me. I have this control in me. But even if this thought that I have this control in me, this the energy, the movement that led to this idea that I have this control, I have this willpower, where did that come from? You don't know. And why should one have answers all the time? Why should I have answers all the time? Many times I'll just have a question and I will talk about it. Many times I will just have a mesh of thoughts and I just want to express that. Why should things have inherent question and answer pattern? Why should everything have a pattern first of all? And don't you see that even this pattern creation is also done by every person uniquely? So no matter, a pattern might be perfectly in harmony, in synchronization for me. For example, I'm playing few chords on keyboard, and to me it might sound very much in pattern, in harmony, and I make a circle out of it. I might make a triad out of it, but to someone else it might sound, no, this is not it, because their way of pattern is different than my way of pattern making. And I see a lot of things through pattern, be it in my hand movement or in my or in music, or in the sounds that I hear, in the things that I view in the external world. Why should everyone have the same way of thinking? I don't get that. Naturally your thought is very different than others, and when there's a mismatch, people do not understand you. They tend to they tend to hate you because they find you are very unique, you are too outlandish. Now they can't stand you. That's your problem. That's completely your problem. None of my business. Deal with it. There's no urgency for nothing. Your running around is only going to make you feel that life is just rushing you by. You're just feeling rushed by life. Do you see that? You just feel rushed. You just feel pushed. You should not be pushed. Just go with the flow, like how Lao Tzu has said. Lao Tzu tells it very beautifully that there is this moment of when you need to act very vigorously. And in that moment, act with everything that you have. And then there might be moments of complete lethargy, wherein you are calling it as a lethargy, but truly that is not lethargy. All that your body is trying to tell you is that you need rest. So just rest, just relax. You need not crucify yourself because you want to show that I'm productive. Because you do not want to face yourself in the night with this idea that I did not do anything worthwhile today. Well, you did. There are days when you feel, when the thought energies are so heavy on you, all if you have done is just existed, because the challenges that you had to face in the day was just too much for you to handle. Or if all you did was just sail through it, even if you did not take any action, that was a great day. Just relax. Give yourself, let yourself be. Don't beat yourself up. Don't crucify yourself. Don't just get mad about, I have to do this because if I don't do this, uh, it's going to collapse. My system won't work. You're not a machine. Allow yourself. Allow yourself to relax. Allow yourself to just be. Allow yourself to just feel the breeze. Allow yourself to be with your breath. There's no need to run. Just come home. Come home to your own inner self. The home is not external, home is internal. Stop this mad running around. It's stupid. Just come home to your I am. When you feel the heat of the world is burning you, when you feel it's just getting too much, just unwind and come home. It has got nothing, but at least that nothing also contains everything. But that initially, when you are frustrated by the chaos in the external, coming home to the center, to the now, to home, is going to just take you out of that. So, like it said, if you can't run externally, then run internally. You run inwards. You're not running outward race. You're just running inward. Just go with just go with how your body and mind wants to live. Because peace is the greatest virtue. If you do not have peace, and if you have all the money and power of the world, what use is it? Peace can give you clarity. There's no life living in confusion and chaos. You need clarity in your life. You need peace. Peace and clarity are so essential for joy to be felt. And there's no point living a life without joy. There's no point living a life without love. And love is not that sort of love, how need based love, how society has made. That is all a need based love. You give me this and I give you that, and then we make this out and then we do that. That is all a transaction. That is business. How people are married and how they are into relationship, a girlfriend boyfriend. That's a complete transaction. It's bullshit. There's no love in it. True love is silence. True love is compassion. True love is peace, which you get so much when you go to a monk. Do not even speak to you. These sages, they do not even speak to you. They just have a presence, and you feel so in love. That is love. That's unconditional. Your husband would leave you the moment you do not deliver him the things that he wants done. Your wife will leave you the moment she finds that you are not doing things as per the criteria she has set for you. Your girlfriend or boyfriend will ditch you the moment they find someone better, or the moment they do not think that you are working in their best interest. It's all an interest based transaction. That's all a business of escapism. That's all escapism. You do not want to face yourself, so you go and find someone who can just take you out of your mess. But sad but true, there's no one who can do that for you. Everybody's got their own messes to sort, just like you. So don't escape. Escapism is not the solution. Solution is in the problem. So when you have the problem, get deeper into it. Do not run away from it. And even though that might feel very terrifying, that might feel like dying, because when you never had the courage to truly look into the problem and get deeper with it, what truly is the problem? The problem is you do not know about yourself what you want. So you settle down with these cheap relations and cheap material success of the world and all these cheap stuffs. And you know all of that is cheap. You know your soul wants something else, something deeper, something beautiful. And you must pay the price for that. And the price is not in terms of money, materially. The price is in terms of having the courage to see through your own inner demons, to see through why do you do the things that you do. Seeing is like a zooming lens. You need to keep on zooming to your problem statement. But the problem here is that we do not even want to confront our problem. Forget about the problem. We do not even want to acknowledge this fact of this awareness that I have a problem. And as long as you're living in delusion that everything is perfect, I'm not going to look at that problem statement because, oh my God, that needs work for me. That needs a lot of sorting out for me. That needs a lot of energy and intelligence and vigor. And I lack all of that. So you're scared to fail and you do not look at that problem. But that problem does not disappear by you not looking at it. Problem is very much there. Problem is there standing like a rock, waiting for you to analyze me. That question is about the path have you chosen, is that worth it? You putting time and effort into that fake goal that you have set for yourself, is that truly worth it? Or are you doing this just as a game manipulation thing that you can tell to the world, look at this, I'm so successful, just to boost your ego, even though your soul is feeling is hating you for doing that. You are truly not interested into it, but you are doing this to show to the world who you are, to boost your ego, as if your ego is a constant companion. Ego will leave you and cheat on you just the moment you have arrived. After 10 years of hard work, when you have arrived that on that success that you set for yourself, that goal that was met, it is going to cheat on you and say, so what? Give me something else. So who are you relying on? This cheat of ego? This cheat of mind? The biggest cheat? We cannot understand our own patterns. Sometimes you want to do a lot of things and then other times you just don't want to do anything. Sometimes you want to fight and other times you just want complete withdrawal. Sometimes you're in your warrior goddess energy mode and other times you are just in state of awe. I don't know. I don't know. Then a Thai monk, Thich Nhat Hanh, enlightened monk, beautifully he expresses these words that just come home to your breath, breathing in and breathing out. And there is a lot of solution in this. I find a lot of answers in this because then my all of the questions have disappeared the moment I'm with my breath. Watching how deep is my breath or how shallow is my breath. And then I watch that I'm worried that my breath is shallow. I'm worried that I wanted more oxygen. So breathing techniques are definitely very awesome way for relaxation of mind. But I do not want to end this video in terms of question and answer that the problem to everything is a breathing meditation. But definitely breathing meditations are very great. I do them. I do them because it's very good. It at least expands the cells in your lungs. So your lung does not feel any more contracted. It feels very much expanded. You feel good. So that was my thought for the day. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.